cleaned it this morning.
Oh. Like seriously.
Oh my gosh, they're coming from. Yeah, I was like, ooh, turn that off really bad. Skype too, or just?
Yeah, just Skype.
Skype.
It's a game of 76. That's probably the worst team. 76.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins.
Hello, how you doing?
I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of the stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 1st down, Blanchard. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, can you do your time now? Stepping up.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd
Oh,
and
no.
10. Blanchard. And this is complete. A look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Blanchard. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line.
She says, hi, Maddie, please. You better type her back.
Yeah.
It's off.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. How you doing, man? Oh, did I, John? Oh, yeah. That would have been amazing, John. Yeah, too bad I missed that. Oh.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. It's my favorite sweater. This is my favorite sweater.
I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on him. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All right, here we go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. This is how they will line it up defensively for Washington. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue
There's
for them
still Jello
all
on my
season
favorite
long.
sweater and
Aren't
the
you glad
Jello
that you're not coaching the
sleeves. So
defense
it's
right
fucked
now?
up.
I'm very glad. They said that they've
So does all.
You put it in your mouth?
very, very small doses.
Yeah,
I have the
you gotta
bowl
be
right here. I don't even know how that's
consistent.
even
Down
like
in and
possible how
down
that
out. Being
happened.
able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw. Holt. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for
Here we
is
go.
can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Blanchard looking good, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put your offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first down.
That's the catch.
Stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be taken down
right?
before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here we go.
Throwing it on 1st down. Blanchard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st downs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. So that's the rookie's first.
How's it going, Fox?
And I think it's safe to say one
What's
he'll
up?
always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going
Good
to
to
be
see you.
imprinted forever. And nowadays,
I'm just getting over a stupid flu. I've been in bed since 10:30 p.m. on Friday. Thank God my daughter's going to nursing school. She helped me nurse me back to health. Well, I'm about 60% back to health, but I had to get out of bed. I was getting cabin fever. Good God. I haven't got the flu or a cold in like 2 years. Bad this time, real bad. That's Madison.
I'm waving like they can see me.
They will send this one away.
I was sick. Oh my God.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, I'm only about 60% there, but I'm better.
As the Giants
I'm on the
back
mend. I'm
out
on the
there, let's
mend.
take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot.
Oh, is he? Oh no. Well, same with we got Shepard out, and who else do we have out, Maddie? Shepard's out,
Not sure.
and
No Shepard's out.
there's somebody else big for us. So yeah, we're done also. Thanks, man. I'm on the mend. Like I said, I was in bed from 10:30 p.m. Friday till now. I just got out of bed like a half hour ago. So I'm the 35 game streak over. Oh no! Wow, eh? That's crazy.
They haven't even clinched the playoffs.
I mean, today we're playing the New York Jets.
And you know, a
So
inside their locker room
both
stood up at
teams
one point or
are
another and
not
said,
that good this
So
season.
you're saying we have a chance?
So I'm saying we have a chance.
Maddie's saying we have a chance. I wonder if it's televised.
winning a title.
Maybe
Says all.
Maddie can do that one. What time is it on?
One.
Oh really?
He couldn't quite hold
I'm
it.
playing as crappy as the real Giants right now.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad
I
throw.
probably should be playing this
Collision came
second
at the
half.
exact time he was
Oh,
reaching
wow.
to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense.
How come he's
You're
out?
Right. Line of
What
scrimmage
happened?
again, the 25.
What did I
second and
miss?
10. To throw again. Holt. Throw left side complete.
Ingram.
That's Patrick.
Ingram, there you go.
Get it up to the
Yeah.
33-yard line.
Ingram is out and Shepard's out, so
Ingram,
we're done.
Shepard,
Offense versus a zone
John
defense.
Halapio
Find the holes where guys are
is out.
available and put the
And
ball in the
doubtful
receiver
is
before any
the
defender can step up and fill it.
Mike
They did it well
Runners.
there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw. Holt on the crossing route.
Of course he hasn't given Shepard out. Why wouldn't we have him
And
out?
he'll be tackled right on the chalk.
Just
of the
thought
field.
Oh no.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And there they went crossing route.
Yeah,
against
that
his
would have
own
only made
defense.
sense, right?
What do you think of
Nothing
that?
wrong with him.
It's real coordination.
Nothing wrong with Teddy Bridgewater.
Alongside Charles Davis,
That would've
I'm
been
Brandon
good.
Gaudin, and it's the Giants
Really good idea.
with football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here
Good call.
with a first down. Back to throw. Holt. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Are you streaming any football games today? I assume. Or what?
Situation would have meant that there was an incompletion.
Obviously,
They picked it
the
off.
Detroit.
Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed
We're gonna just pick
watching
something
how the
whatever's on
defense
TV that's
stayed
been
in
watched.
sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged
She's got lots of
across
homework to
each
do, so we're
zone,
going to do part of the
the
game, but better than nothing.
communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
University's more important
Nice
than
play,
football, right?
even though it was complete.
And he's got this down to the 35.
After my theory test, I have no practice
Pick up there 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
class because of Remembrance Day.
You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy
I
in
don't
his
think America
size can't really
Americans
hide
don't
him. But the tight end
remember.
drag route,
Oh,
definitely
November 11th is Remembrance Day. That's where we remember
completion and a first down.
all the veterans who fought for us.
Yeah, so it's like their
Not a
veterans.
huge gain.
Yeah, it's like
but a nice
your
chunk of
Veterans Day.
yardage. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't.
We're going to just do part of the game. Like I said, her university school is more important.
To earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping
and I'm
for when you
too
run
dead tired to be
routes,
on camera.
you're able to hit a receiver in
to do anything.
and he can pick up a lot of yardage.
Like this, I could
after
just play
the
and not
catch.
think.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green 39.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation.
Yeah, I was lucky for 2 years, and then it all went to
Coming
hell.
back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after
Finally
the
got
catch.
the push.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Caught me bad. Had a bad fever. I just broke the fever last night. It was like just about 24 hours.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
Did you have a good weekend, or what? What did you do? Hope you had a good weekend.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Yeah, I wish. I wish that was only true. I ate so much fruit. It came out.
Oh my God. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football.
I think I just got lucky.
Not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
I think my immune system is down because I didn't have enough vitamin C or something.
They start on the ground with Giants.
I have to boost my immune system with vitamin C better.
Up past the 30 to the 31.
Start taking those packets
For them
or
to be good
something.
teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first
And the older you get,
give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after
the
they
worse
give
it
them a
is.
touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Or the worse it feels, anyway.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blanchard. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Blanchard, and this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out.
Oh, he hung on to
Wouldn't
it.
be fun
I thought he was going to pop that one
right
up.
up right now? Because to me,
Wow.
just about anyone can win
I'll
this
take
whole
that.
thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that...
Oh, right to him. Oh, no. I deserve that. I threw it right to him. That was terrible. I shouldn't play sick.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation?
I asked for that. As soon as I let it go, I'm like, that's going to be intercepted.
Catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
You can tell how fast the ball is going.
And that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded at the 8.
Hashtag bad misheard.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy
I deserve
of the
that.
30-yard line. Hey, here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
We'll just get to halftime.
Throwing after the interception. Holt, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, and get on out for the half.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on second down. Blanchard finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
3 down. Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now let's go! 3-19!
On 1st and 10, Blanchard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll hand it out to Geis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, you did it.
Giant offense now making
you did it. Good girl.
onto the field. Close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch.
Tripper was so good.
What?
Tripper was so good. I just held her, put the little thing over her face, and then I went, and I just pulled it out, and she was totally fine. She showed up because she trusts me, and she was in my arms, like I held her in my arms when I did it.
She trusts you.
I'm like, oh, and then later she just got down, and she just looked up at me. I was just like, hold on.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want either to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4.
I really think that vitamin C stuff's out.
A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Like it gets rid of your symptoms.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go now.
At least my fever's gone. That was the big thing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep the lead. Guys with the carry on second down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there,
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
yeah, and I know the great
Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Here we go now. 3.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he's going to be brought down inside.
This song's so depressing. I like it.
7 yards on the pickup there. It'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college.
Right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it down out of the gun, finding his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Looking to throw. Blanchard. Now he'll escape to his
Oh my God.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
As if.
All the way down to
Whatever.
the 13-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's
about it is at this stage of the
Just
game,
gonna stand there and watch me burn.
they're off.
an incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green 39.
On the handoff, it's Geis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here? This is the situation. Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of it?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tease Tabor.
I suffocate.
Before I'm about to challenge, she resuscitates me. She hates me. I love it. Wait.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth
Go
quarter.
again.
Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off
right.
yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Holt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
That's all right.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in.
Maybe that's what happened when a tornado meets a volcano.
Yep.
Multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before the second down play, we're going to whistle a signal and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. As they'll stop.
I can faintly hear it, but I can't. I can faintly hear it, but I can't make out the words.
I can picture Rex and Shamrock at the bar doing this. me, no. Okay.
They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll look to throw. He takes it.
Holy crap! Look at this! I just won.
They've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow! How many people are watching
20 seconds left, Matty.
Gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What? They say I didn't get it.
Game deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because we're not going anywhere. We want to see this.
Oh, I did get it. Lucky. The game wasn't. The number wasn't changing. I was about to lose
now
it.
An important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
I had this all planned from the beginning. That's how I wanted to go down.
And it's now
20 seconds left.
17-14.
Boom! My shakalaka.
And it was
Look at this, people.
Touchdown by the New
I
York
like them
Giants.
apples. Speaking of apples.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Chiefs Thrills. I haven't heard that song.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. He also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
Oh, look at this. Look what the game just did to me. The game did me dirty.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe the game did that to you.
I can. I can. That's what the AI does to you. That's what the AI does to you. Let's look. My guy's never. He's right by me. Didn't even try to touch him. Did you see him not even go for him?
Yeah.
He was like right by him. The game did me dirty. That's what the AI does. When they know they're losing, and you won too many games, that's what happens right there. Oh, nothing you do about it.
They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Ain't got cash, I got you, baby. I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 30.
You know what this means?
Whoop it.
Nothing else to do. To the left.
So they'll come up
Best wide receiver.
now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw.
Go,
deep
go, go,
downfield.
go, go. Oh.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive
You did me dirty.
comes up empty.
That's all I'm saying.
And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play in this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we...
The game did me dirty.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
3-19.
On 3rd down, Goodman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all
Still
for
second
naught
down.
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Or is it
To
defense?
throw on 2nd
Double
down.
talking about.
Holt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Past the 20.
We already
He
have
is
that, so
not
I'm
quite
going
going to make it
to
all the way in.
What?
They'll mark him down right
we already
about
have that,
the
so I
1
thought,
yard
well, he
line.
already has that, so we can...
A great pick, nice return.
Well,
You know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back in his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they? Yeah. That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 13 catches, 127 yards, and a score.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Hey, come here. Come here.
Back to throw. Holt. Throw left side complete. It's Patrick. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 2, Holt. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
It's okay.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, honey,
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Third down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. That's complete right around the 8. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holt. He can't get him down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction, and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Looking to throw. Holt, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tape and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Goodman. And he will find his man on the outside. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Encroachment, defense.
So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level. That hurts them.
From the gun, Goodman firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Set! Green 39! Green
throwing on first down. Goodman, his throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to cheat. And a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defense.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. Yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to
Spicy got a rock from her litter in the little cat. I was like, oh great. Spicy did all that.
Starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a man.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past.
Oh, that's not bad.
Almost to the 25.
Not bad at all.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
I remember the first time you told me about yak at the yards after catch, and I was so confused. I was like, there's no yak on the field. I thought you were like the animal. I was so confused. And then you were like yards after catch, yeah. And I still didn't get it. I still didn't understand it. And then you were like yards. Why? I was like, oh, it clicked.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Oh, that! Wow. Good dance.
Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown.
You gotta see this. Watch this replay.
An extra point away from tying up this football game.
Right.
And on his way to the end zone,
should have been stopped right there.
Yeah.
Jump right over him.
That's what's called finishing the run.
Look at that.
Making sure you power your way through.
Jump.
One tackle.
Boing.
No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Yeah. We stick to
Free
our
kick out of
guns.
bounds.
We love who we love.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
Let's go.
No yardage. Okay. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he has the first down yardage before
what
they
time is
bring
it?
him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that one.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set. Green 39.
Off play
I
action.
have a funny story to tell. I remember when I was in grade, I probably will tell this story later too. Grade, I'd say 7 to 8. 6 to 7. Yeah. From grade 6 to 7, when I was in elementary school, there's this little bottle of this liquid stuff, and it's an apple. It was like this fresh apple market. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I sprayed it on myself. It smelled amazing. Go to school, whatever. And then I seen at Bath and Body Works one day, oh my gosh, they have it. They have like the stuff still. I need more of it. And I looked at it, and it was hand sanitizing spray that I was spraying on myself for 2 years. I think it was like body mist. I didn't read it. So I was clean, but it wasn't.
Did you want to read before they start?
I was like, wow, okay.
That sets him up better for third down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On 1st and 10, Holt. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's Ingram, the guy that we're out. That's out. We're looking.
Oh, where's he go? Where's he go?
Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down.
Come on, let me man. No time to talk.
Completion good for 3 and second down.
And Bart, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Holt. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Everyone's got 4 down.
On third down, Holt. Line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Matter
Time
of
for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out.
Hi.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They'll come out in the pistol. That is incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Is it fucking crazy? She's okay though. She's not in pain.
So a defensive timeout, chance to
Not
regather,
like she's in
regroup,
pain.
and get set as we resume action.
You ruined the blinds there. Awesome.
And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final.
Taking the lead in the final 2 minutes because it's gonna happen.
Depending on what happens on this drive,
No
that's
guessing.
how we'll analyze it. If the other team
We all know what's gonna happen.
if they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Hey, you, who said that? Baby, how you doing? That's fun.
They go back to the air here after the
Hey, you, who said that?
He's going to
Baby,
flip
how
it
you
out here
doing?
to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Nice little jump.
After the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An
Good,
injured
take
player.
it back over broken.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ba, ba, ba,
Ball
ba,
on the 30.
ba,
They'll come up with
ba,
a 2nd
ba,
and 5.
ba. I get up. The nothing gets me down. You got it tough.
To throw on 2nd down. Good.
See, look, there it is. There's no guessing. Look, first play. I wasn't guessing. One play. Threw it, nobody even near him. Zero guessing.
If we have to guess what would happen, I think we get it
No,
right.
there's no guessing.
I know there wasn't.
First play.
Here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to
Yeah.
me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish
Play
it
it
off.
on.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Hey, you, who said that?
Elsewhere,
Baby,
they're
how
in the
you
4th at
doing?
FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston, 3 touchdown passes thus far.
See me standing here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Holt. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Patrick. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Back to throw. Holt got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Holt. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Holt to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Holt. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the
5 seconds left.
So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
But should be a game-winning touchdown, yes.
Practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point right down the middle.
It's good.
On the scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39.
On 1st down, Goodman. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Goodman. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,
You charge this for me?